Good morning, I'm Earth Dr. Reese Halter, and you're listening to Earthcast, SOS.com. It's February the 5th, and the bees are buzzing in London, England. What up? It's a couple of months early. It's the hottest it's been in the UK for the past 2,000 years, according to a group of my colleagues, 45 of them from 13 countries. And they're predicting more brutal heat waves across the UK and Western Europe this summer and well into the future. Those heat wave events will be similar or worse than 2003, 2010, and 2015. Although 2015 was the warmest year in Europe on record, Britain mostly escaped the ravages of the heat. But my colleagues warned that heat waves in Britain may become the norm, almost par for the course. So where did this new information come from? Is this a cat in the hat deal? Nope. It comes from an exact science called dendrochronology, or the study of tree ring patterns. It's a non-destructive method of sampling whereby scientists carefully extract pencil-thin cores from living or dead trees. By counting each annual ring, which contains a light band of early wood and a dark band of late wood, my colleagues are able to accurately determine the tree's age. Tree core samples are then compared to form a chronology, an arrangement of events in time. By matching overlapping patterns of tree ring growth, dendrochronologists use a technique called cross-dating. It's this precise method that enabled my colleagues to obtain temperature, rainfall, snowfall, and climate patterns. A look back in time with Europe's ancient oak trees and Scots pines and high mountain trees, including gorgeous Swiss stone pines and exquisite European larches. Trees are amazing museums. Over the past 30 years, the temperatures across Western Europe and globally are way above any normal variation. And the smoking gun leads directly to burning fossil fuels. Let me put things into perspective. In 2014, China emitted approximately 9 billion tons of carbon dioxide from burning fossil fuels. If we go back to 1990, 24 years earlier, that 9 billion tons was what all 196 countries emitted. We live in a global village, ladies and gentlemen. What we do to the atmosphere, we do to our oceans. And my colleagues, led by University of Miami, have just reported that the Atlantic Ocean is acidifying at a rapid rate. It's absorbed 50% more carbon dioxide than it did a decade ago. That has dire consequences for sharks, dolphins, whales, coral reefs, seahorses, and all other marine life. Over the past 24 years, our insatiable demand for subsidized fossil fuel energy has driven carbon dioxide content in the atmosphere from 355 parts per million in 1989 to over 404 parts per million in 2016. As the oceanic phytoplankton absorbs more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, it produces carbonic acid in the ocean. The pH has fallen by 30%. Acids melt calcium carbonate, corals, and all shellfish. It's an epic disaster that cannot be reversed, only slowed down. Again, to put things into perspective, the oceans are now acidifying faster than the previous 300 million years. Oysters are the first commercial casualty. Pacific oyster mortality syndrome is wreaking havoc globally. Recent casualties were released this week In New South Wales and Tasmania, down under in Australia, oyster crops are destroyed. Each of us are powerful people. When we band together, we remove all obstacles. Please drive less, carpool when you can, and bike or walk more. Refuse plastics. Get yourself a half dozen organic cotton shopping bags and reuse them. Plant a fruit tree in your yard. Consider this spring planting vegetables and creating a water bath with a bowl of marbles, allowing the bees an area to perch on the marbles and drink water. Replenish it each morning. Each of these acts will begin our march, simply changing habits, to distance ourselves from these deadly subsidized fossil fuels. Change is opportunity in disguise. Hashtag save nature now. Hashtag love nature. Hashtag love is the solution. Earthcast SOS could use a helping hand. It depends upon you, the listeners, to make a donation. Come on to drreese.com, Reese, REESE.com, and click on the donate button, or pick yourself up any number of cool books on bees, trees, and seas. Just do it. drreese.com. I'm Earth Dr. Reese Halter, reminding you to protect our planet.